Hello y'all, this is Shattered Land, an alternate history mod for Hearts of Iron 4 that brings the chaotic and turbulent events of Indian independence and partition right into the middle of World War II. We are on the country select screen now, and this is a very well done selection screen, honestly. And there are many different countries here. So first off, we have the British Raj, which can split off into Pakistan and Bangladesh. Then there is British Burma, British Ceylon, Nepal, Tibet, Bhutan. Then there's Sikkim, Portuguese Goa, French Pondicherry, the Maldives Sultanate, and finally we have Afghanistan. And it should be noted that all of the countries here each have their very own focus trees. Let's see what this modification has in store for us, and let's go to our political tab to see our ideologies. And this mod adds like 4 new ones, I think, and they are Imperial, Islamic, Dharmic, and Nationalist, basically. So yeah, here's Imperial. It's like a retextured and renamed non-aligned ideology, essentially. Then there is Nationalist, which is like a teal color. Then there is the religious ideologies of Islamic and Dharmic. And what I think I'm going to do now is just go around and try to show off one path each for all the countries, all the nations in this mod with their very own focus tree. We'll start with Afghanistan, and let me use some console commands here. Please focus autocomplete, focus, no checks. And this is just to get through this as quickly as possible so we don't have to wait like a year to get the ideological outcome we want. So do this here, and Duran line enforced, anti-monarchist sentiment, whatever that is, Soviet assistance. Then we have Afghan People's Republic has been declared, and that is Communist Afghanistan. And let's now go on to the Maldives Sultanate. So tag MLD. That is that. And let's go to our focus tree here and just pick out any ideology. So assumption of the state, sword, and Maldives. Go with the palace renovation, public discontent, empower the Ratunji Majalis, and in Republic of the Maldives. And now the Republic of the Maldives has been declared, and this is the Democratic Maldives. And I do like the little governing faction icons. That's pretty cool. And let's move on to another place, and we'll head to, say, Pondicherry. So we're there now, and I will have to use this here because France, usually for us to even do anything political for Pondicherry, France does have to be at war, but since we have console commands, we can just ignore that. Disgruntled soldiers, do self-respect movement, then we'll have the mother's voice, and the Auroville commune. And now Pondicherry has become just, it's still Pondicherry, but it's basically led by the Auroville commune, which is of the Dharmic religious ideology. Now let's move on to Goa, which is not too far away from Pondicherry, relatively speaking. Tag Goa, please. There we are, Portuguese Goa. And let us just pick anything here. And Portugal, to even do these focuses, usually the countries for each specific focus had to be a war. Just do war plan, operation, whatever this is. And Portugal abandons neutrality. The homeland falls. Usually this can only be done if Portugal has lost Lisbon. And declare Portuguese Goa will become free. It will become a new Portuguese republic. And it will be led by Salazar. And he'll control like Portuguese Timor and Portuguese Mozambique, as well as Goa. So it's a lot more powerful, Portuguese Goa, basically, if this was an outcome for this country, if you went down this path. Then let's go on to, say, Sikkim. Now tag SKM. There we are. And let's see what we can do with them. So we're going to do the nationalist path. So who killed Said Kang Namgyel, empowered the abbot of Ramteg Monastery, complete anti-monarchist sentiment, Sikkim Armed Forces, Special Powers Act, military coup, and military junta. and now the nationalist, well, basically the military's in charge of Sikkim, and that's one path for them. Onwards, we shall go to Bhutan at this point. That is done now. And for this country, let's do coronation of Jigme Wangchuk, do all that, and path to development, yes, complete Treaty of Punakha, Peasant Uprising, Communist Party of Bhutan, and People's Republic of Bhutan. And now the Union of Red Dragons is a thing. And with that, let's move on to Tibet. Now, for Tibet, what we'll do here is go and do the 13th Dalai Lama dies, the Rating Monastery Council convenes, just pick, say, Panchen Lama empowered, do this middle path here, Golden Urn reveals the 14th Dalai Lama as regent, all this stuff, and with that, the 14th Dalai Lama comes of age. Normally, you'd have to wait until like 1945, I think, to do this focus at all, but since we're using console commands, we can do whatever, basically, and the Dalai Lama is in charge of Tibet now. So let's continue our little path adventure here by going to Nepal. And for this country, we're going to do something pretty interesting, so go to the focus tree, and we're going to do Rana Dynasty Unpopular, Military Crackdown, Crackdown Fails, Shah Monarch Empowered, Royal Coup, Shah Dynasty Monarchy Restored. And the big story behind this basically is that Nepal at this time in 1936, it was essentially controlled by a family who was hereditarily the prime ministers of the country, and they just had the king. They were like kings of the king, essentially, because they made the Shah dynasty into puppets, and the Rana dynasty held power for some time in Nepal in real life. And let's go to, what's the next country we should go to? Let's head to I don't know, Ceylon. We'll go to Ceylon. So we'll go to Ceylon. Oh, I gotta spell it the right way. For British Ceylon, we're gonna do this. Go here, Sarala Mall Movement, do all that. Ministers Memorandum, second Donamore Commission, State Council Empowered, the YMBA Support, the Ceylon National Congress, and now we become, we're still British Ceylon, but become free. Sri Lanka is now independent, and it's led by Don Stefan Sonayek. He's the leader of Sri Lanka now. And let's go at this point, as we're just moving along here, go to, say, Burma. See what we can do as British Burma. For British Burma, we're going to have the adherents of the Islamic ideology take over. Well, the religious Islamic ideology, so do colonial rice exports, complete Rangoon Dockyard riots, complete Muslim uprising in Arakan, the last Mughal Emperor's shrine, the Burma Muslim Congress focus, and now let's complete Razak. And now British Burma is effectively, do we declare independence? Yes. Yeah, do that now. And Burma is now independent, and it's led by the religious Islamic, the Islamic Burma Muslim Congress. And at this point, we're going to get into somewhat complicated things. So let's go to the Raj. Tag Raj. We're going to play as them temporarily. And we're going to first show off Pakistan. Then we're going to do Bangladesh. Then we'll do a path for the British Raj. So here, let's complete provincial elections. Do All India Muslim Congress. Two-Nation Theory. Lahore Resolution. Complete Direct Action Day. Do this focus here. Now we'll do Land of the Pure. We're switched over to Pakistan now. And just for a very interesting focus here, we'll do Jinnah gets tuberculosis. He is the leader of Pakistan. Do try this Miracle drug there. Jenna survives. Dictator Jinnah ill again, and he becomes a cyborg. That is a path, evidently. So Pakistan is now led by a cyborg. Lovely. And let's go to Bangladesh now by doing a couple focuses, and those are Dhaka Conference and Bengali Liberation. And for Bangladesh, which is called East Pakistan at this time, we'll complete the focus, say, Question of Land, and do Samadari Authority, Nawabs of Balgra, Jotadar Support, and complete the focus Muhammad Ali Balgra, and this will basically create a monarchist sultanate of Bangladesh. And at this point we're going to do a path for India. The direction we want to take the British Raj is the Dharmic one, and now let's go to our focus tree and do the focus provincial elections, then do Hindu Mahasabha, then religious mobilization, the second Hindu-German conspiracy, Dharmic alliances, communal riots, and then Hindu Rashtra. And thus, from that, the British Raj, now known as Bharat, is fighting the United Kingdom. Not to worry though, I'm pretty sure they have some kind of focus to peace out with the British almost immediately at just 105 days, so just auto-complete that now. And we have a white peace already, and we have an independent Dharmic India at this point that goes by Bharat, and it's led by V.D. Savarkar. And with that, I'm going to end this video here. This has been Shattered Land, a mod for Hearts of Iron 4. If you enjoyed the mod, you can check it out in the video description. The link to it is there. If you enjoyed the video itself, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.